booties for black girl nerds.
Thanks so much
Hi,
for taking the time to speak with me. Hi, Tiana. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. I am so excited to speak with you. Congratulations. The fact that you are in the Oscars conversation right now. I'm so excited for you. And I've been excited for you and your film career for quite some time. So I feel like you are due for being in this space. What initially drew you to your role in One Battle After Another? And was there something about this character's journey that resonated with you personally?
Mm. I mean, of course, what drew me to, this role was Paul Thomas Anderson. I mean, he's literally the GOAT, and the moment he called, it was a literal yes before I knew the character's name, before I knew what the movie was about. We're gonna settle that now. It was
That
definitely
part,
him.
yes.
Exactly. Um, and I think, the humanity of it all. I think how raw she was, how flawed she was, and I thought it would be dope to be able to play a character like that, you know what I'm saying? Which in some ways, depending on how you take it, and not literally, but her selfishness to show up for herself, you know what I'm saying? And to be who she was unapologetically, where I feel like for us, you know, black women, when we hold a certain confidence, we're told to, quiet down a little bit. When we stand with our heads too high, we're told to sit down. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like what Perfidia, she was unapologetically herself,
Yes.
with or without the noise. She didn't care about who
Right.
told her to quiet down. She didn't care about who told her to sit down. She wasn't sitting down for nobody. She wasn't quieting down for nobody. And that was inspiring, whether we agree with her decisions or not. You get what I'm saying? I think another thing was
Yeah.
the importance of um a display of a woman that is in survival mode. I think we all know how that feels to be in survival mode. Again, we may hint
Mhm.
things differently than how she did, but we all know what it feels like to be in survival mode. Most importantly, the postpartum for me was something that also hit heavy, and it was really dope that
Yeah.
you know, PTA really used this huge platform to shed light on postpartum depression because it is something that is ignored, and it is something that has no cure, and
Yeah.
it kind of something like this too shall pass, and you kind of got to just get through it, go talk to somebody, go find some help, but it's no real help for that, and it's no real way to tell a person how to handle that or how to navigate that. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like it's
Absolutely.
reasons why, but most importantly, it felt good to be a part of a role that was touchable, and that was just real and raw and authentic, you know.
I mean, you are so good at playing these real, raw, authentic roles that are just multifaceted and multi-layered. And another great maternal role for you since 1001. What was your first conversation with Paul Thomas Anderson like? Like, did you two immediately see the story the same way?
You know what's crazy? I think the before we even really got into the story, what I loved about it was our process was just talking about Perfidia. No storyline, no deep up, oh, this is how I see the movie and boom, boom, boom. I think the smartest thing was definitely just getting to know Perfidia and understanding and building her layers and color coordinating those layers. So then now, once I have Perfidia's layers pinned in my head, I'm reading this script as Perfidia. I'm not reading this script as Tiana Taylor to give feedback. I'm not nothing else. I thought that was so genius of him to tell me so much about Perfidia before I even laid eyes on a script. I thought it was just so genius because I went into it with this selfishness. I went into it with this
Mm,
rebellion shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just went into it
yeah.
cold blooded, and I think that's what made it so much stronger on the day when it was time to go on set and just create that magic. A lot of the stuff was like, okay, here's the script, and then here's the chaos to be determined. You know what I'm saying? When we on set.
That's fascinating, understanding that research as an actor is that you are reading the script as the character. I've actually never heard that before, so that is a very interesting skill
Yeah.
that you are building it as as an actor. I love that. How did you prepare emotionally and mentally to portray someone that's navigating like this inner conflict?
I think like as I stated, like, because I don't ever want people to get my words misconstrued. So it's like again, even though we don't, support some of the decisions that she makes,
Yeah.
besides those type of decisions, this woman is so human. She is so flawed.
Yes.
We're all so human and so flawed, and there's a little bit of her in us somewhere. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of DeAndre in us, a little bit of Willa in us. It's like we literally wake up to fight a battle every single day. You know what I'm saying? Just
Mm,
really navigating life. And she's so touchable. And I think it was easy to dive into that. And also, yes, in the movie, she may have felt like I'm being selfish because boom, 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 boom. But to the outside, I might look at it like, you know what? It feels dope to see a woman show up for herself first, put herself first before just showing up for the world, as we do as women. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt good to see a woman take off her cape and be like, fuck all this shit. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna show up for me, so I'm gonna show up for you. You ain't gonna show up for
right.
me. You know what? I'm not even shocked. I'm all I got. And to see a
Right.
person stand 10 toes down on that was just dope to me. It was dope to play a character like that was able to just be selfish for once in a space where we're forced to be strong and show up for everybody and just shut up. And it's just like it just felt good to play a perfidia. I mean, to play a character like that.
I mean, she's a character that you still think about long after this film ends, long after the credits roll. You're still thinking about this character. And it's, first of all, a testament to your performance and also just a testament to the development of this character and the writing of the film. It's so well done. And the film also, it explores the themes of resilience and self-definition. How did you connect those themes in your own life as well as your career?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Oh, the film explores themes of like resilience and
Yeah.
self-definition. So how did you connect those themes in your life as well as your career?
That's a good question. I think, you know, again, I try and make sure I pour into everything from a real space or a real experience. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like we're all resilient. To me, when we wake up every day and we push ourselves out of that bed to get to work, to get to this interview, like that's resilience to me. You get what I'm saying? Because it is life be
Absolutely.
life. You know what I'm saying? And I know probably before you got on this call, you was dealing with whatever you was dealing with. Before I got on this call, I was dealing with whatever I was dealing with. But guess
Yes.
what? We're here and we're smiling and we're uplifting one another and we're having healthy dialogue. That's the shit that I live for. You get what I'm saying? That's the shit that I live for. Because we are fighting battles, no matter how big, how small, every single day. And we choose to get up, wipe them tears, and get out that bed and live another day without giving up. So that
Oh,
to
wow.
me is important.
That just hit me just now. Okay. I'm gonna try not even get emotional with what you just said. So thank you for sharing that. Were there specific scenes that were especially challenging or even cathartic for you while you were filming?
Yes, it was very difficult filming the scene where Perfidia leaves Bob and the baby. It was emotional for so many different ways because me empathizing with her understood that, what we seen right before that scene was Bob not show up for her. We seen him
Mm,
put his ear to the door, but he didn't bust through the door. Hear me the first time. Save me the first time. Check for me the first time. He didn't do that. And I think that you see the result of that is this woman wanting to walk away on top of the fact of feeling like, is this baby even his? Is am I resenting
yeah.
this possibly be from Lockjaw, where there was never love. This baby wasn't created out of love,
Mhm.
and slow Perfidia down at a time where Perfidia was enjoying the power and wanted to continue to do so. It was at a time where Perfidia was very greedy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But it's just like
Mhm.
I feel like you got to see it more than once to really understand the real sacrifices that Perfidia made and understand why we empathize with her and why we have this soft spot for her. You know what I'm saying? Because who are we to judge how a person navigates postpartum depression? What you seen was an
Right.
episode of postpartum depression, of not feeling seen, not feeling heard, just feeling like you in survival mode. And at that point, I don't even know if you noticed, but it's just this small little face that she makes at that baby before she turns back.
Mm,
So if you really paid attention, you see that it's breaking her, but it's just
yeah.
something that she has to do for her mental. You want to know why? Because everybody lets her yell, everybody lets her walk away. Sometime don't let me walk away. Pull me and tell me that you see me, and tell me that you hear me, and tell me that you cherish me, and tell me that I'm yours. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that's the part that
Absolutely.
who wasn't able to process the whole movie. They didn't give Perfidia enough grace. They didn't give Perfidia enough grace.
I agree with that completely. This film is sparking a lot of conversations. And what conversations are you hoping that this film sparks, especially among Black women who see themselves in your character?
I honestly hope that this sparks healthy dialogue. The healthy dialogue we having right now, the healthy dialogue that I know you're having with your friends about the movie. I think take this movie for what it is and let it, you know, you have to receive it in the way that you want to receive it, which is the reason why I feel like it's very important to see this movie more than once because it does age beautifully and you start to find
Mm,
little new nuggets and different things and you start to see things from different perspectives. I think the first time we see it, I think everybody is overwhelmed, of course, in the best way, but you're still trying to process, okay, what did I just take in? We're also trying to process a lot of harsh realities that yes, Perfidia didn't turn out to be the hero, the strong Black woman, and that's okay because we also want these
is that the
stories to be
trope?
told. Yeah, we want these stories to be told that we are fetishized and and we are sexualized and we are, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just the harsh reality of it. And I'm happy that we get to see these kind of stories being told because we want them to be told. We want light to be shed on it. You feel what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
another thing that people are not seeing is, yeah, Perfidia had her shit, but let's shed light on DeAndre then. She was
Yeah.
strong. You know what I'm saying? She was what
Yeah.
kept us all together. She was our strength. She was our peace and just our mind. You get what I'm saying? Then you have Willa,
Right.
this little girl just trying to figure it out. She's trying to figure it out.
Right.
And she her own battles, plus the battles that's haunted her from my past and from Bob's past.
Hmm.
So I wanted to spark healthy dialogue and necessary conversations, and I love it. I love it all.
I do too. I love the conversations that's happening around this film, and people are seeing it multiple times. I certainly have. It is a film that you say ages beautifully. Do you think we're also entering into a new era where Black women get to be seen in more vulnerable and multifaceted ways? I mean, you've certainly played many roles that have depicted that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. You know what I'm saying? I think it's great that people are being able to see our range. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's why it's important to take on roles as not always necessarily the one who get it right all the time. There's no such thing as getting
Mm.
it right all the time. We don't get it right. I don't get it right all the time. You don't get it right all the time. We don't get it right all the time. You get what I'm saying? So I love the fact that this movie is so touchable in every single way. And it's not something that's untouchable. There's so many movies right now that's just so untouchable, and it's things that we can't access, we can't locate. Where with this movie is so textured and it's so touchable because we see so much of ourselves in so many of these characters.
Do you see one battle after another as a reflection of what's happening in the world right now, especially in how we see about healing and self-worth?
Oh, absolutely. I think the fact that this movie has been being worked on for 20 years and it still holds so much relevance is crazy, and it goes to show that it needs to be talked about. And those
Yeah.
uncomfortable topics need to be shown. It needs to be pushed so we can just accept the harsh reality so we know how to handle it. You get what I'm saying? I definitely knew that movie was going to shake the table and spark healthy debates, I think is a way that we can talk about this and we can have healthy debates and healthy dialogues without, you know, being mad at the characters in real life. Because I've heard so many people was like, yeah, I'm like, listen, Perfidia is the anchor. Perfidia is what sets the tone for the movie. If Perfidia don't fall, how do Willa rise? How do we set Willa up to be the next generation? And that's why that ending letter is so important. Do you have love? Are you happy? Will you try and change the world like I did? We failed, but you did not. Like, but you will not. So it's just like those kind of things are important. She wouldn't have that same letter if she didn't fall and make the mistakes that she made.
Facts on top of facts. Well, they're giving me the rap, but I have to say this is an incredible film, and I look forward to your rise as we see the way this film is evolving, and we see how this conversation continues to evolve and go into the award space. And I hope to see more of you. I look forward to the fits. I really want to see you in the award space because I want to see those fits on the carpet. So,
Yeah,
Teyana, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to Black Girl Nerds. I appreciate the conversation.
I appreciate you. Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye bye.
Bye.
Better shake your booties for Black Girl Nerds. Better shake your booties for Black Girl Nerds.